My name is Loretta Mae Davis. I've been running Loretta's Inn for 25 years. I've seen it all, the missing guests, stolen towels, drunk sleeping in the lobby. But one day, something happened that still makes my eyes water from laughing whenever I tell it. It was a Saturday morning. Around 8 o'clock, the breakfast room was crowded as usual. Eggs were sizzling, the smell of coffee filled the air, and guests were chatting away. It was a beautiful morning, just like any other. Then the guest from room 203, Mr. Harold Jenkins, came down to the lobby. He was 72 years old, a retired mailman, a very sweet man. He and his wife, Martha, had come for their honeymoon. Yes, you heard that right. A honeymoon at 72. It was their 50th wedding anniversary. They'd never had a proper honeymoon back then because they didn't have the money. So 50 years later, they were finally making up for it. Mr. Harold came to the reception desk. His face was pale white like he'd seen a ghost. His lips looked strange. When he spoke, his mouth moved in weird ways. His hands were trembling too. He was clearly panicked. "Miss Loretta," he said, but his voice sounded different. It was like a whisper, a bit slurred, hard to understand. "I have a theeth problem." I looked at him, trying to understand. "I'm sorry, sir? I didn't quite catch that. Could you repeat it?" The man came closer. He looked around, making sure nobody else could hear. Then he whispered shyly, "I lost my dentures." "You lost your what?" The man opened his mouth, and that's when I saw it. His upper teeth were gone, completely empty gums. The man had lost his dentures. He was speaking without teeth. "I put them in a glass before bed last night," Mr. Harold said, struggling with every word. "But this morning, the glass was empty." The glass was empty? "Empty!" he shouted. Then he looked around, embarrassed, and lowered his voice. "The teeth are gone. The glass is there, but the teeth are gone. They vanished like magic." "Maybe they fell somewhere," I suggested. "Should we check under the bed?" "I checked," he said. "I checked everywhere. Bathroom, under the bed, drawers, closet, balcony. They're nowhere. I searched for an hour." I called Maria. "We're going up to 203. Emergency." "What happened?" Maria asked curiously. "Missing teeth case, dentures?" Maria rolled her eyes. She'd been cleaning for 25 years, seen everything. But missing dentures was a new category, an interesting case. We went upstairs, opened the room door. Mrs. Martha was sitting on the bed. A very sweet, tiny woman, silver hair, round glasses, pink nightgown. "Harold, did you find them?" she asked. "No." Martha turned to us. "Please help. My man can't go down to breakfast without his teeth. He'll scare the other guests." Mr. Harold protested. "I won't scare anyone." "Harold, open your mouth." The man opened his mouth. Martha was right. His upper gums were completely bare. He had his bottom teeth, but the top, nothing but empty space. He looked like a vampire, but a toothless vampire. "All right," I said, "let's search systematically. Maria, you take the bathroom. Mr. Harold, the closet. Mrs. Martha, the drawers. I'll take the bed." Everyone went to their stations. I lifted the bed. Nothing. Flipped the mattress. Nothing. Looked inside the pillows. Nothing. Unfolded all the sheets one by one. Nothing. "Nothing in the bathroom," Maria called out. "Nothing in the closet," Harold called out. "Nothing in the drawers," Martha called out. 4 people met in the middle of the room. No teeth. We'd been searching for 15 minutes. We looked everywhere. The teeth had evaporated into thin air. "Maybe they fell into the trash," I suggested. "Could you have emptied the trash last night by accident?" Martha thought about it. "I threw a tissue in the trash, but I didn't throw Harold's teeth away." "Could you have done it by accident?" Martha narrowed her eyes. "Miss Loretta, I've been married to this man for 50 years. I know his teeth when I see them. I did not throw them in the trash." "Okay, the trash theory was dead. But what else could have happened? Teeth can't walk away, they can't fly, they can't become invisible." Just then, there was a knock at the door. I opened it. Amanda, the receptionist, was standing there. She had a strange look on her face. "Loretta," she said, "Earls, the guest from room 105 is downstairs. There's some kind of problem with her dog." "Right now, Amanda." We're in the middle of a dental investigation here. I know, but her dog ate something. The guest is really worried. Something inside me said, go check it out. Sometimes you have to trust your instincts. I went downstairs. The guest from 105 was waiting in the lobby. A young woman, blonde hair, stylishly dressed. Next to her was a tiny dog, a Chihuahua, with a bow, trembling, absolutely adorable. Hello, I'm Loretta. What seems to be the problem? My princess ate something, the woman said, worried. I don't know what she ate, but she's been acting strange this morning, and there's a weird sound coming from her mouth. A weird sound? Yes, like a clicking noise, like there's something inside her. That's when a lightning bolt went off in my brain. Clicking noise. Something inside. Princess Dentures. Did your dog go outside last night? I asked. I took her out to pee around 3 a.m. She wandered around the hallway a bit. Which floor? Second floor? Second floor? The same floor as room 203. I ran upstairs. Mr. Harold, where did you put your teeth? In the glass. On the night the tan. The nightstand was only about 12 inches off the ground. Exactly the height a dog could reach. We all went downstairs. Princess was waiting with her owner. Did your dog have breakfast this morning? No, she has no appetite. Princess, open your mouth for me, sweetie. The dog opened her mouth, and there, wedged between her tiny gums, was a large piece of denture. Mr. Harold's upper plate. My teeth, Mr. Harold shouted. Santa Maria, Maria shouted. Princess started barking, but when she barked, the teeth rattled around. This tiny Chihuahua was barking with human teeth in her mouth. The vet arrived. With careful movements, he extracted the dentures. Mr. Harold's teeth were finally free. My teeth, Mr. Harold said happily. Then he sniffed them and made a face. They smell like dog pit. We'll wash them, I said. How's Princess doing? The vet examined the dog. She's fine. How she thought the teeth were a bone. Found them in the dark during the night. The dog's owner was crying. I'm so sorry. Princess isn't a thief. She's just curious. Martha came over. Harold, this isn't the dog's fault. You left the door open. Mr. Harold laughed. We've been married for 50 years. On our 50th anniversary, a Chihuahua stole my teeth. That afternoon, everyone gathered in the breakfast room. Mr. Harold had his teeth back in, washed and sparkling clean. The dog's owner, Sarah, was there too, with Princess in her lap. Our 50th anniversary, Mr. Harold said, raising his coffee cup. And I got the most unforgettable gift from a Chihuahua. Everyone laughed. Sarah smiled shyly. Princess wagged her tail innocently. That evening, Mr. Harold came to reception. He had an envelope in his hand, $100 inside, and a note that said, I now keep my teeth locked in the cabinet. The next morning, Mr. Harold and Martha checked out. As they were leaving, Mr. Harold asked, how many more days is Princess's owner Sarah staying? 3 more days. Why? Mr. Harold smiled. I told my grandson this story. My grandson wants to meet Sarah. Turns out they're from the same city. A month later, I got a phone call from Mr. Harold. Miss Loretta, my grandson started dating Sarah. The dog owner because of Princess? Yes. Oh, my grandson made up an excuse to see the dog and then started talking to Sarah. That's how love begins. Mr. Harold, you lost your dentures and your grandson found a girlfriend. Interesting trade-off. The man laughed. Life is strange, Miss Loretta. Sometimes the worst morning turns into the best story. 6 months later, an invitation arrived. The grandson's wedding. There was a little note on the invitation. Princess will be the ring bearer. Miss Loretta, you're invited. Sarah and grandson Michael had become a happy couple. There was even a tiny Chihuahua figurine on the wedding cake, with dentures in its mouth. Whose idea was this cake? I asked. Mr. Harold's, Sarah said, laughing. Best future father-in-law ever. And that's the story. I've been doing this for 25 years. I've seen lost keys, stolen towels, but a Chihuahua who steals dentures, and that theft leading to a wedding. That was the first. Welcome to Loretta's Inn. Every lost item here has a story, and sometimes that story ends with a happy ending you never expected. Just keep your teeth somewhere high. Chihuahuas are curious creatures.